Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Kate's Creative Space. I'm Kate, and in today's video, I'm going to be appealing to the Disney lovers out there, and we are going to be doing a massive Disney Diamond Art Club unboxing. So let's get started. Okay guys, I am starting with, we are doing 7 kits today, so grab a drink, grab a snack, hang on to your hats. It's going to be a long one. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I will get exhausted by the end, but we will power through. I am going to go biggest to smallest for the most part. I might lose track as we get bigger and bigger. But we are going to start with Tinkerbell. Now, I'm going to preface this with you guys with I am cheating a little bit with my series here of unboxing through my stash. So I have been, for the last 3 months or so, I've been unboxing my stash for you guys. Mostly just so that I don't have to constantly keep buying new diamond paintings or feeling like I need to keep buying new. I started this channel with a very limited diamond art budget. So I thought, while I build things up, I would show you guys the stuff that I already have. I've been diamond painting for a couple of years before I even started this channel. And so we're going through and just looking at all the things, and I've been kind of categorizing them into like cats and landscapes and fun categories. Now, this is the one time I cheated a little bit because not all of these diamond paintings are mine. I actually went over to my mom's this weekend and raided her stash a little bit, and she loaned them to me so that I could unbox some for you guys, with the huge caveat that I return them in one piece. So a couple of these are not actually mine, but still going to be really fun to look at. Okay, and actually that holds true with this first one right here. This is Tinkerbell. It's 17 by 25 inches, 42.8 by 65 centimeters. It is a square drill kit, and it'll be our first unboxing of the day. I'm actually surprised this one's square drill with the size and the color. You would think that it would be a round, but this is one of the special Diamond Art Club kits that opens from the side. They don't do that with all of them for sure. All of the diamond kits that we're going to do, I'm going to go into detail on this one, and then I probably won't go into detail on the rest of them. Because the details should be pretty much the same for all 7 kits, but they wrap the design around the sides of the box. You get all your information here on the side, 44 colors, 2 ABs, an electro, and 3 fairy dust diamonds. And then you get all their information down here. Usually pink is square and light blue is round diamond, but for the Disney brand, they do it a little bit differently. So, but you do still get the logo right here to let you know that this is a square drill kit. All right, we're gonna open it up and we'll take a look at the toolkit. Same as for the others. We are going to look at this toolkit, but then we will probably avoid looking at them for the rest because they'll be all the same. Diamond Art Club's toolkits are really great though. Really comprehensive toolkit that you get included. You get a bag of baggies, a twist and pick pen. These pens are really cool and unique to Diamond Art Club. They're full of clear wax, and they twist so that you can twist it up and the clear wax will come out the top here. And then you don't have to constantly dip it into your putty or wax to diamond paint. You just twist it up and it keeps dispensing out. And then you also can refill this as well. They give you a 4-placer and a 7-placer. And then they give you a refill of that clear wax here so you can add more to it or put it in your multi-placers. And then they give you their traditional pink heart wax, which I love and appreciate. The tray on this kit is a little smaller than the tray that you'll see in some of the bigger kits. The smaller kits get smaller trays, but it's still a really great tray. It has a tray stopper, nice deep sides, and then a lid. And these are all stackable. Really nice feature about their kits here. So I'm going to go ahead and slide all this stuff in, and then we will look at the next part. We'll look at the instruction manual and the color story for this kit. I'm really excited to be opening all of these for you today, even though it will be quite the undertaking, because I just love Disney. The Disney kits have my heart. They have released so many of them over the last few months since they got their license to sell Disney. So Diamond Art Club's licensed with Disney, so they have legal right to make and sell these diamond paintings. I'm sure they partnered with Disney for however much money, but it's hard to find Disney kits that aren't stolen and are rendered really well. Diamond Art Club really does great with their rendering, and it's like one of the most elite sites. So for sure, cool, and it's gonna be really fun to open up some of these. I did not have any from the latest Disney drop. They've been dropping so many, but I thought it'd be fun to go back and look at some of these, and a lot of them are actually still in stock as well. So okay, so you get a little instruction pamphlet. It tells you how to diamond paint, tips and tricks, things that you might need. Invitation to their VIP Facebook group, which you can join after you purchase for the first time. And then here is your sticker for your logbook. The information of the diamond painting is right here. And then open it up, and there are all your pre-cut stickers. All 44 of them can just be pulled off and put on your drill bottles or however you are storing your drills when you kit it up. There are your 3 fairy dusts are right here, a yellow, a light green, and a darker green. The K is the electro, so it's like a gold electro, and then the 2 ABs are going to be a blue and a white AB. Those will be fun to look for. I am really excited to see this one. It's going to be really fun. All right, let's pull it out and see what we can see on here. There was also a Treasure Quest card for this one, I'm fairly certain. My mom and I always pull the Treasure Quest cards out right when we get our packages, so it was stored separate, and I didn't grab those from her house. I would assume most of these are bronze. If you're not familiar with Treasure Quest cards, they are a little trading card with an image of the painting on them, and they come in bronze, silver, gold, or black, and you can use those as a secondary reward system to trade them in for gift cards or eventually a custom diamond painting. Really cool feature that Diamond Art Club offers. I'll see if later in the video if I have any of mine for my kits, and I'll pull them back out. I just keep them separate. So here's the color palette. Look at all those deep emeraldy, pretty cool tones. This is a gorgeous color palette for sure. Here is the lime green fairy dust. I can see that one offhand, and then I can see a blue AB right in there. I don't know if you can see where I'm pointing, right there. The electro I also see right here. It's a gold. This one's just going to have like a metallic finish on it, so that's what is making it considered electro. Has like a gold shine to it to make it look, you know, more metal. Those are all the specials that I see offhand. We're not going to get too comprehensive into looking for specials and placements of specials, just because this video is already going to be pretty long. So I'm going to set those drills aside. And Diamond Art Club uses poured glue on their canvases, so it's completely safe to bend them back the way I am. They have a self-flattening feature, so they will flatten themselves out if you give them enough time. I'm just rolling them backwards so they lay flat for the camera for you guys here. Not necessary if you're have more patience. Okay, let's take a peek. Oh, this one's so fun. Super, super cute. I am really surprised that it is square because I feel like it's not detailed enough that it necessarily needs square. But I always think it's really fun to get a square kit in this size point. 'Cause sometimes I just want to do a square, but maybe I don't want to do one that's absolutely giant. Okay, here is a picture of the whole kit in frame for you guys. You can see the whole thing. They do have the perforated sheet on this. It has pink lines. The pink lines didn't transfer, luckily. Not that people should be worrying about that really anymore, but I didn't know how long ago my mom bought this kit. So these perforated sheets, you can tear the perforated cover and then fold it back so you'll be able to diamond paint. This one looks super crooked though. And sometimes that really bothers me how crooked these get put on, because like I feel like you'll start here and then by the end you'll be 2 or 3 rows off of where you were, but no big deal, no big deal. You could always peel it off and reposition it if you were comfortable doing that. I'm not going to mess with it. Here it is from top to bottom. We'll just kind of do a little pan over. I think this is such a fun, cute piece, and it is very color blocky, but I think that it's still very interesting. So the difference between color blocking and confetti, you might hear me mention both those throughout, is that color blocking is a big chunk of one color. You might need to get out your multi-placer or find yourself using that color for longer periods of time. It goes a little bit faster, whereas confetti is constantly changing the color in your tray. More down here would be confetti, but even this isn't too bad, where you're changing out the color in your tray and switching up your colors a lot. Confetti lends more detail to a picture. Color blocking helps kind of speed things along though. This one's a good color blocking piece if that's something that interests you. Big, good chunks of solid colors, but it still has enough colors. 44 colors in this size frame will still probably keep it really interesting. I love her wings. I feel like they did those so well, and the cute of her hair. This is all fairy dust. I will say her hair is all fairy dust, or 90% fairy dust. The 4 is not the strips of highlight, but the majority of it is a fairy dust color, which I am so glad that they did that. And then her outfit, her whole dress here is also all fairy dust, and I'm glad that they did that as well, because she's a fairy. She needs the fairy dust, right? So I'm glad that they made her dress fairy dust for sure. Super, super cute. Look at her little shoes and the little pom-poms in her shoes. Those are super cute as well. I'm surprised those aren't special drills, but they are not. That's okay. You can always enhance a kit if you feel the need to. I think this one is beautiful for sure. Not too much else really to say about it besides it's a good starting piece, and it would be good for beginners, I think, for sure. Or just people who like color blocking or like Tinkerbell. Okay, I'm gonna set this one aside and we'll move to our next one. Okay, next on our list we have one called Bella Notte. I think that's how you say it. I can hear the guy in Lady and the Tramp singing it, but I'm not gonna sing it the way he does. Sorry, my Italian is rusty. It is 23 by 17 inches or 58.8 centimeters by 42.8 centimeters. And this is another special one that they did where it side opens on the box. So it's a dark blue special color for the Disney release, but it is squares and it still kind of comes with all the same things. This one has 57 colors, an A, B, and 4 fairy dust diamonds. We will open it up from the side and see what we see. Okay, toolkit should be all the same things in there, so I'm just going to set that one aside. Let's look at the color story. This one's gorgeous. So this one is one that I have in my stash. This one's mine, and I really liked it because I did get it for that same reason. It's a smaller size point, but done in square. And I just think it's really going to be a beautiful one with all the buildings in the background there. And we'll look at the colors. There they are. Your fairy dusts are over here. Looks like we have a blue, a red, and then that one looks like a peachy kind of tan. And then a whitish color. It's not a pure white. 5200 is pure white, so that might pull a different color when we pull it out and look at it. And then the AB is like a pale yellow. 6000, it's just make a note, is not a special drill color, but it's not a typical DMC color, which is what Diamond Art Club uses. They use the DMC color code, but since they're able to make their own diamonds in-house, if they find that there's a color or a shade of color lacking from the DMC color code, they actually just create the color themselves, and they give it a 6000 number to note that. So there must have been some kind of lack of color of that shade that they specifically wanted, so they were able to make it themselves, which I think is really cool. Look at the drills next. This is a darker color palette for sure. I don't normally lean towards a dark color palette, but I still think it will be fun, and the fact that it's a smaller size point doesn't intimidate me too much. There's one of the fairy dusts right here. It is like a navy blue. There's a bit of a glare. That's better. Trying to see if there's any other special drills I see right off the bat, but I'm not seeing a ton of them. Oh, there's the white. So it must be kind of like a creamy. Is that? No, that's not even a special. I lied to you. That's just a regular drill. A little hard to see in there. That's okay. Still cool color palette to see overall. I'm excited to see the pinks. It's like kind of random in there. All right, we'll flip this guy so we can look at it together. This one might have to get done sooner rather than later. I really do love when they have a smaller size point square, because I love the square drill kits. I really do. Sometimes they're just so giant, you know you're going to be working on them for a long time. Here we go. Oh my gosh. See, I knew it. That background looks so intimidating when you look at the picture of it. But because there's all those buildings, it's actually really busy. It's going to be really busy to diamond paint. Look at all of that confetti in the background. Wow. That is going to keep someone very busy. Look at all that. It's really gorgeous. I wonder how they're going to do it. I'm sure they rendered it beautifully to make that background not like super pop out, because the whole point is in the picture, the background looks kind of faded in. I think that's really, really cool. This one is beautiful. Lady and the Tramp is such a good movie. So fun. And this is such an iconic Lady and the Tramp scene. So I just really like this one a lot. That they're sharing the spaghetti. The spaghetti will be so much fun to diamond paint. And yeah, I'm going back to the box because it really does look super red over here. But I think that's just the glow. It does pull a little red in the image, but not too bad. And I also think sometimes the background drill makes it seem more intimidating than it is. Lady's coloring looks good. This is where you're going to find the most color blocking, right here in her ear and on her body and on the Tramp's body as well. That's where you're going to find the majority of your color blocking. The background is super, super confetti heavy. And then the table itself, little pops of color blocking and confetti here. I don't even need to show you a picture of this one all together because you can see the whole thing in frame. That's what's nice about it being kind of a landscape size on there. Definitely can see the whole thing in there. I think this one is so gorgeous. Super cute. I'm glad I have this one. This might be, I'm not sure if this one's in stock or not. I'm going to have all of them linked. I don't think any of them are archived. So at the very least, if it's not in stock, it will hopefully come back in stock and you can sign up for restock notifications on this kind of painting. Because I don't think any of these have actually been archived yet. So that's good to know. I'll have all of them linked down below that I can. All right, I'm going to slide this one in. And the next one we are going to look at is the one and only round drill kit that I have to show you guys today. But when I was looking through Disney's, like the category of Disney paintings on Diamond Art Club, I saw another one that was very similar to this, similar style of artwork and same character. That is a square. So I think that that's cool that you could kind of have them both and they would be really good companion pieces. Okay, we'll slide Lady and the Tramp out of the way. Any guesses on the next one? It is Exploring Together. And this is the one that I was telling you. It has a really cool art style. And I think that there is another one on the site of her sitting on the rock, like above water, with the same kind of similar solid background. And I think that one's in squares and it's the same art style as this. So I think that's really cool that they have those. They could be really good companion pieces. This one is 22 by 33 inches, 55.6 by 83.7 centimeters, 55 colors, 3 AB, a frosted, and 2 fairy dust diamonds. I remember this one is one of the first examples of frosted diamonds that they had. My mom purchased this one, and I am envious of the frosted diamond, but I have since bought a couple frosted diamond canvases myself, so I'm less envious now. The reason this one doesn't super appeal to me is that background. Same toolkit. Look at the tray, though. It's just a bigger size. And we'll take a look at the color story. Here is the front picture. Super cute. Yeah, see that background? If it was in squares, I could probably handle it, but it being in rounds doesn't super appeal to me. So I was okay not getting this one. And here is your color story. That's a good palette. I think that's a good color palette. Here are 2 of the ABs down here. One is like a minty green. The other is a red. The other one's up here. It is a yellow, like a paler yellow. The frosted is that M color. It's a blue color, sorry. excuse me, it's just got an M on the notation of it. And then Fairy Dust is notated with the Z, so it's the yellow and the other red. Interesting, because the reds are very, very similar. Okay, I'm excited to look at this one. Like I said, they're progressively getting bigger and bigger. Maybe I should have gone biggest to smallest so I didn't get so tired near the end. But, oh well, that's okay. I think it builds up the momentum and the excitement to save the biggest ones for last. So this is how they normally come, where you pull the insert out of the top of the box. The other two were side opening, which I thought for a while they were going to switch to side opening, but I guess they did not. Maybe it's just for special occasions. Okay, we'll look at the drills. Wow, that is a fun palette though. Oh, really cute color palette. You can see all that background. This is the background color, 3756, a light blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bags of that. Yeah, 11 bags of that. See, that would take me out. That, I don't know if I could handle that, but my mom, she likes color blocking, so I think she'll be okay with it. There's the AB right there on top. It's a pale yellow. There's a good amount of that one too. I bet you Flounder is going to be all of that color. I'm not seeing too many of the other special drills. There might just be smaller quantities of them. I was really hoping, I didn't look too carefully at the color palette there, or at the list there. Oh, there's the mint. It's hiding. I was hoping we could see the frosted, but I'm not seeing it in here. Frosted, I'm going to pull it up to my face really close here so I can see if I can see it. Frosted Diamonds are the newest special drill from Diamond Art Club, and they have no facets on top, and they're like a matte finish to them, so they give the effect of like frosted glass. So I will definitely find where they charted it on the kit so we can kind of take a closer look. Okay, here we go. So gorgeous. Wow, that one's pretty. This one is a lot longer than the Lady and the Tramp one. Here's a picture of the whole thing in frame for you. Yeah, the background on this would be a lot, especially in rounds. But once you got done with the background, Ariel and Flounder are rendered beautifully in this. That is gorgeous. Super, super gorgeous. Yeah. Let's look at the bottom portion. I like that they have like the outline here of the flowers and the seaweed and such. I think that's really cool effect that they have on it. I think this is really pretty. And the highlight of her whole body down the side is really cool too. I was right. They did all of, most of Flounder is that Fairy Dust yellow. Although I told you it was an AB that was on top. Because it is an AB on top. So I wonder where, let's see. Oh, that is like all the outline of her tail. That AB is all this outline down here of her body and all the line work that you see in her tail and up her side of, and the sides of her tail. So that's why they gave you so much of that yellow AB. It's also on the top. It's highlights in her hair, highlights around her seashell here, highlights her body. All of that is that AB, that light yellow AB. So that'll be really gorgeous to see. Fairy Dust is also in her hair, of course. And where is that frosted diamond? Let's see if we can find that. That is the X symbol. Let's see if we can find it on here. It probably isn't much because I didn't see it right off the bat in her, in the drill pack. Some of it is right here in her tail. And right here in her tail. Yeah, I guess right in her tail here, they want that to have a matte look. And that's why they have that frosted drill. That's kind of cool. So it'll be here in the spots of her tail. See if they have it. Well, then you would think it would be a pretty big bag. Oh, here it is. It's right there above my thumbnail there. See how that drill, that blue drill right there, isn't as shiny and sparkly as all the ones around it? Right here. It's because it's got that matte coating on top of it. So it's not meant to sparkle the same way. Glad we found it. Okay. Yeah, it's also, I think maybe it's just in her tail. The frosted ones are so new that I always take my time to look for them because they're just extra special drills in my mind because they are new. So I think that's the only spot that you'll see them is in her tail there. So, all right, I'm going to put this one up and come back with the next one. I got to figure out which one's the next biggest in size. All right, next on the list is See the Possibilities. This one does have the traditional pink bottom that I was talking about and the square here to let you know it's a square drill kit. It's 27.5 by 23.6 inches or 69 by 60 centimeters. So we're getting bigger for sure. 62 colors, 2 ABs, and 3 fairy dust in this kit. This one is has like a top on here. I always wondered if they were gonna ever sell these in like retail stores, but I have not seen them sold in retail stores yet. So send backwards. All right, let's take a look at this one here. The toolkit's not in this one. I might have taken it out when I pulled out the Treasure Quest card, but I'm sure it came with one. Here is the artwork on that. That one's so pretty. So pretty. I think the background's a lot of blue, but it's still interesting enough that I don't think it'll be too big a deal. And there are our 62 colors. That's a very, very varied color difference. So I think that's really fun. There's definitely a lot in there to keep it interesting. Our ABs look like a purple and a pink. Our fairy dusts look like a lighter green, like a seaweed type green, a yellow, and a white. All right, let's take a look at the canvas and see what's in there. This one's going to be fun, I think. All right, open it up. This one's my mom's, although this one and the next one are both my mom's, and I was trying to get her to give me one of them. So I might con her into giving me one of these. Fingers crossed. All right, here we go. Look at that. Such an underwater color palette. Super, super cute. I like that a lot. I love all those shades of green. You wouldn't exactly think that it had that many greens when you look in here. Like, okay, there's some, not a ton, but I guess just because of the amount of greens, it really is a green and blue color palette when you're looking at it this way. Not seeing any of this. Oh, here's one of the green fairy dusts right here. Let's see if I see any of the other ones. I'm not seeing any of the other special. Oh, here's a blue, purple. It just takes me saying I'm not seeing it to see it. Blue AB right there, or purple AB. My goodness, words are hard. All right, that's all. Oh, and nope, my gosh. And a yellow fairy dust tucked in there between the red and the green there. All right, let's open it up. I'm going to ravel it the other way here. And this one goes side to side, so this one will be hard to fit on the table without knocking into the camera, I feel like. All right, here we are. Ooh, that is nice. It's not as big as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be massive. In my mind, the inches don't compute in my brain sometimes. Like anything over 30 inches, I think is really big. So I guess technically I shouldn't think this one's big, but 27.5 seems so close to 30. But yeah, not bad at all. This one's a pretty decent, definitely not snack size, but I mean, doesn't take too much. Here it is in view for you guys. The background definitely has its good chunks of color blocking. I'll show you a little bit of it. There are some good chunks of color blocking in this background here and like here and stuff, but it has enough color variation that it keeps it interesting. This section in particular, you'd think it is very confetti heavy. You would think that that would be a solid background, but it's actually not. In fact, that might actually get a little bit annoying because it's like tons of confetti just between two colors, which might be a little annoying to some, I would think. But, you know, maybe not. Sebastian's super cute, and there is Flounder. So this is our second rendering of Flounder and Ariel, so super, super cute. Let's see, and then he is the fairy dust in this one as well, so that's good. The purple AB is in her seashell top here, which perfect. That's where I want to see. That's where I want to see the special drills at. Stuff like their main features. I think her hair would be so great as fairy dust, because I think it was fairy dust in the other one, but it's not on this one. There's no red fairy dust or AB for Sebastian in her hair. That's the only bummer in my mind. But there's enough. I think not her total tail here, but this part of her tail, this is fairy dust as well. So enough that it's still really interesting, I think. Yeah, this one's really cute. Really cute. I like the underwater details. I like the Disney diamond paintings that tend to be more of like a scene, a still from the movie. Those are the ones that I really prefer, and I think those are the ones that grab my attention. The most recent one that comes to mind is like the Moana one where she's on the boat. That's on my wish list because it feels like a still right out of the movie. This feels like a still right out of the movie. Like he's yelling at her, "Don't go up there. Don't go on the land." You know, I can hear it in my mind, the scene of this movie where they got it from, and I really like it. So super, super cute, super fun. You could always enhance the hair, add a little fairy dust to it if you needed to add some more flair to it, but I think that they have enough in here for sure. And I missed a ton when I was, I didn't point them all out. I didn't point any of it out. I just know offhand that there is no red special drill just from looking at it, but look at the background. I'm sure there's going to be special drill in here all over the place. So super cute one. All right, I'm going to wrap this one up and then we will go to the next one. No more repeat characters. Ariel was my only double, so we're going to get into a really good timeless classic for the next one. So when I was at my mom's house to collect some of these diamond paintings to show you guys, she kept saying, "I have more diamond paintings than I'll ever get to in this lifetime," which, let's face it, who in the diamond painting world can't probably say the same thing? Most of us are avid collectors. I could probably say the same thing as well. But I was joking around with her. I was like, "Well, then let me help you out. I'll take some of them off your hands." And I kept trying to get her to give me some of her diamond paintings, which, I had to try, right? But this is the one that I kept telling her, "You should just let me have this one, Mom. Like, just let me have this one." And she kept saying, "No, I don't know. I don't want you to have that one." She kept telling me that maybe I could, she's like, "Maybe I'd rather you have the Ariel one than the Beauty and the Beast one, since I have two Ariels." And, I like this Ariel one, but this Beauty and the Beast one is gorgeous. And I have a feeling this one is in stock right now. And I have a feeling when I open it and look at it, I'm going to want to buy it for myself. So unless she wavers and lets me have it, I might have to get this one. But I probably won't, but it's going to make me want to. I'll tell you that. So I'll have to live vicariously through her when she does this one. And if she doesn't let me have it, I'm going to tell her she has to get it done soon so that I can see it. Because this one I already know is going to be gorgeous. This is Beauty and the Beast, 27.6 by 29.3 inches. 70 by 74.9 centimeters. And this one is 86 colors, 2 ABs, electro, iridescent, and 2 fairy dust diamonds. This thing is blinged out, and I'm 90% sure I saw someone else work on it. Most of the fairy dust, or most of the special drills, are in her dress, and that's what's making me really want it. So as of the time of filming this one is in stock. Sorry if I influence you that you need to go purchase it too. All right, let's take a look. Okay, standard toolkit. Here are the stickers. These got banged up. All right, look at that. So gorgeous. You guys, I want this one. Okay. 86 colors. This one's going to keep you busy, I think. And so many special drills. We're starting with that blue AB, which I bet is in Beast's outfit. A light yellow. More golden yellow is the electro drill. The iridescent is this light blue. Oh man, I'm going to have to look at these. I don't think I've ever had an iridescent and an electro. Like, this is like the most types of special drills for sure. And then here are the 2 fairy dusts. One is like a creamy color and one is a white, more of a whiter color. All right, I'm gonna leave this out so I can kind of consult it a little bit. We're not gonna super look into it, like I said. There are a ton of people who unbox these like when they first release. If you really did want to see where every special drill was on any of these kits, you could probably look them up and see their full unboxings. Those are like full videos dedicated to just one diamond painting, whereas I'm trying to do 7 in one afternoon. It would be a little much to look for all the specials. Oh, that's so pretty. All those pinks in the pink background. So gorgeous. Okay, there's that gold. And now, what did I say? I think K is the electro and L is the iridescent. Yeah, because that electro is gold. Gold, gold, gold. And then I really want to see if I can find the iridescent in here. Here is the creamy white fairy dust. And then the pale yellow fairy dust that I said was more, this one was more white and this one was more like a cream, but that's creamy white and that's pale yellow. Sometimes the stickers are a little deceiving on what they are. And it looks like we have 2 bags of that white fairy dust. So there'll be plenty of white fairy dust in the kit. And then a couple of bags of the yellow AB drill. 2 bags of that. Where is that iridescent? I want to see it. It's probably such a small drill that, like a small amount. Here's an AB in there. You can't even see it through the cellophane. I really don't want to open these up because it is not my canvas. Is that the iridescent? I don't think so. I think that's just an AB. Let's look again. Yeah, no, that's just the AB for Beast probably. I'm going to pause this. I'm going to look and see if I can find it. Okay, I had to slightly open the bag to get it out because it was buried in there, but that is that pale blue I think that's iridescent. Yeah, I think this one's iridescent and then the other one's electro. Look how gorgeous that is. That will be so pretty on the kit. And I did that with minimal damage to the drills. Sometimes these things are so hard to pack back up. Gorgeous, gorgeous special drills in this. And that is what makes me want it so badly. The special drills just seem like they are amazing on this one. Okay. Here we go. Wow, that's pretty. That looks so grand. And this is another one that it's like the still of a movie. This is their iconic dance. I can hear A Tale as Old as Time playing in the background. Mrs. Potts is hanging out on the sidelines watching them fall in love. And it's just so iconic and just so beautiful. And wow, the details in the background of this, the little banister up here, the chandelier coming down, that is absolutely gorgeous. That is so pretty. And then the staircase, wow. Here's the whole thing in frame real fast before I forget. You guys, this is so pretty. Let me know down in the comments if you own this one, or if not, if you own any of these 7, because they are some really, really, really good ones. Okay. I think they rendered her beautifully. She looks so pretty. And then, yeah, the Beast has a lot of that AB. Let's see. Is that in him? I'm not going to search too much, guys, but the special, the electro and the iridescent are really, like, cute, like, really make me wonder. So, the pale blue iridescent is the anchor symbol. I'm just going to see if I see it at all. Just off the top of my head. I'm actually not seeing it though. They might have hidden it away in here. I'm not seeing it off the top of my head. I'm not going to spend too much time searching for it, but the electro is the arrow, and the electro is in her dress. In the flowers of her dress, that is where you're going to see some of the electro of that gold metallic-y color, which I think is so pretty. It's the hollow looking arrow. So not the down arrow, but like this one here. And you'll see that all throughout her dress. Her dress is blinged out just like I thought. It has that electro and it has AB in it up here. It has does it have the fairy dust in there too? It might. Oh, near the, this is all AB. All of this is AB here, here, and here. So super, super gorgeous. Her dress will be so much fun. That would be, you'd have to do this one from the top down. Or even like, this is the kind of one that I would do in a weird order. I'd be like, I do some of the top, then I go and do one left side, then I do one, trying to like scooch myself down to just work on the dress at the end. And that is going to be gorgeous. Yeah, there is white. The white fairy dust is in here and in her frills and in here. I am still going to look real fast and see if I can find the frosted, or not frosted, the iridescent. There's no frosted in this, but if there was, that'd be cool, because then I feel like there'd be like all the drills. Let's see. I cannot see it. I know it was a small pack because I had to really dig to even find it inside the drill pack, but it's being more and more elusive to find it on the canvas. So all right, we're gonna pause so you don't have to see me search. Silly guys, I found it the second that I paused it. It is in the chandelier, which is actually like perfect. That's the perfect spot for it. So gorgeous. That will be gorgeous, gorgeous to see that in the chandelier. All right. I knew the second I paused it, I would find it, but I needed to pull my head all the way up there to see it, and I didn't want you guys to see the top of my head searching. All right, I'm going to put this one away. We have 2 left, and I'm really excited to show you both of them. Okay, next we are going to the world of Tangled, which, guys, is my favorite Disney movie, and Rapunzel is my favorite Disney princess. So this one's mine, and I love it. This one, they did a special background on this one too. I'm not sure what makes them give it the special branding and what makes them not, but this one got some extra special branding on it. It is 72 colors, 2 ABs, an electro, and 4 fairy dust. This one's big. Yeah, actually, you know what? I think the one I saved for last is smaller than this one. This might be the biggest, but that's okay. I'm not gonna swap them out. This one's gonna be so fun. I'm really excited. Okay. 27.6 by 30.7 inches. Did I say that already? 69.9 centimeters by 77.9 centimeters. So yeah, I think I mixed these two up, but that's okay. They're pretty close to the same size. All right, toolkit. And let's see if we can find our color story. Oh, here it is. I got scared. It was hiding from me. I'm actually doing really good, not losing my mind a little bit. Sometimes near the end, I feel like I start to fall apart and get a little silly on these, but I'm actually doing pretty good on this one. All right, 72 colors. Here they are. What did I say? I said electro. So yeah, K is the electro. I was right on the other one. That makes me feel better. Okay, ABs, we got a pink and a blue, a dark blue. Electro is that gold, so that'll probably be like the same, almost the same color from Beauty and the Beast. Fairy dust, we have like a yellow, goldy yellow, a mint green, and then another like cream and off-white color combo there for our fairy dust. I love fairy dust. They are my favorite special drill. So I'm happy to have that many fairy dust. There's 2 AB, 4 fairy dust. I think that's a good combo. I like the ABs. They're harder to place, but they are more eye-catching. So the difference is ABs they stand for Aurora Borealis. Am I really 6 canvases in before I explain this? I'm so sorry. They stand for Aurora Borealis, and they have a coarse glitter coating on the top, whereas fairy dust has like a finer glitter, like almost like someone used a paintbrush and just like sprinkled it on, you know, just a very fine glitter. So I hope you could see that in what I was showing you. I'll try to point it out if I see it on these drills, and I apologize for taking that long to explain that to you guys. Okay, let's see the drills in here. Okay. All right, wow, really pretty. This is different than most of the color combos that we've had. I like the blue with the darker background also around it. This is gonna be fun. So this is probably the sky, I would, if I had to guess, venture a guess. And then you can see, wow, there are 1, 2, 3 big bags of white fairy dust. That's that whiter one. Here is our blue AB. I love blue. I love blue special drills too. Blue is like my favorite color, so getting that dark AB like that, really gorgeous. And then I wonder where that hidden Electro is. Here's the other fairy dust. It's the yellow one. The Electros are the only ones, you know, Electro and the iridescents are the ones I go digging for. But I'm not going to dig for this one just because the Electro, I've showed it to you a couple of times today. So I think it's the exact same golden one as in that Beauty and the Beast set. I see it right there too. You're not going to be able to see that though. Little hint of gold drill right there. So I'm not going to dig for that one. But yeah, really fun color combo on this one. Mint green fairy dust. Have I pointed that one out? Maybe I am starting to lose it a little bit. I can't remember what I'm saying. I think that's about it. But man, that one's a pretty color combo. I like the purples with the pinks with the blue sky. I know all those purples are going to go in her dress. I love Rapunzel. I love Mandy Moore. I am bummed. Once again, there's no purple special drill. So it's like, how is her dress going to be blinged out? It's not. That's okay. Okay, no cheating. Did you look just then, friends? You gotta fold it backwards, make it flatten. So Diamond Art Club just released 4 princess castles. I think they did Belle, Cinderella, Aurora, and I don't remember the last one. 4 big princess castles, and I thought they were so cool. But I couldn't justify buying them because 1, I know I'd have to get all 4 because I'm a collector. And 2, I thought they were cool, but I was like, I just don't know if they would like be the most interesting thing to diamond paint. So I didn't buy them. But if they released one that was her tower, especially if it had flowers and stuff at the bottom, whew, I might have to get it. All right. Wow, that's cute. Cute, cute, cute. I like this one. So the thing that has thrown me off about this one the entire time that I've owned it is why is this all almost like black? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it should be like grass, like green grass. It throws me off just a hint. Sorry, my hands are squeaking on the box. Throws me off a hint that it's that dark, dark background around Rapunzel and Maximus. Like, why did they choose that? It does feel like it's still from a movie. I liked it enough to get it anyways. I think it's gorgeous, but that throws me off. Does it throw anybody else off? And has anybody else diamond painted this one? Let me know. Let me know how we feel about that, because that kind of throws me off. And even seeing it in person, I'm like, yeah, why'd they do that? Why isn't it grass like over here? You know, why isn't it the same grassy color that you see there? I don't know why they did that. Anyways, here's the whole thing in frame. This one is still really pretty. I like it a lot. I might have to bling out Rapunzel's dress though. I don't do enhancements, guys. I usually trust the experts at Diamond Art Club to do the enhancements for me. I've only ever changed 1 diamond painting, but I just feel like, well, okay, the pink is AB. Okay, that makes me feel a lot better. So her dress does have AB in it. It's just the pink details. All right, I take it back. I take it back. They know what they're doing, guys. They know what they're doing. So there, she does have some AB on her dress. That makes me feel a lot better. Let's see if we can find where that Electro goes. It goes on Maximus's saddle piece here. So you see it here and up here, and then you see it in little spots around, dotted throughout it. So that's a really good place to have that drill. I think that one works out really well. The sky on this one is really gorgeous. I like that. That's where you're going to see your big chunks of color blocking. I think that blue is really pretty, and I like that they have clouds in the sky. And then that's her parents' castle here. Spoiler alert if you've never seen the movie, sorry. But that's her castle, and I like that that's in the background. I think that's really cool. Really nice one. The other Rapunzel one that I would love to have one day is them with the lanterns. I think that one already came out, but it just was so dark I ended up not getting it. But I think that the iconic movie scenes really make me happy. This is like her telling Maximus, yeah, it's my birthday. Be nice to Flynn Rider for just the day. Super fun. I like this one. I love that she's barefoot. I love her hair being down like this. I think it's going to be a really fun one to work on. This part does throw me, I'm not going to lie, it throws me off a little bit. I'd love to know if anybody ever changed that or did something different with it, because it just almost takes away from like it being a frame out of the movie. I feel like I just wonder why that choice was made for it. But I am not the designer, the digitizer, or the renderer, so it is not my place to know. Maximus is fairy dust though. This slash line, that is all fairy dust, and I love that he is almost completely fairy dust. I love that. So, all right, I'm gonna put Rapunzel and Maximus, that's what this one's called, Rapunzel and Maximus away, and I will get out our last piece. All right, guys, we've made it to our last Disney kit of the day. Dopey's turn. If you've made it this far in the video, thanks for sticking with me, guys. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, because if you've made it this far, I think you might like the video. This one's 32.3 inches by 25.6 inches, 81.9 centimeters by 65 centimeters. So 96 colors. Wow, highest color count of the day for sure. 3 ABs, 4 fairy dust. And this one does have a couple thousand less drills, so I messed up sizing, but it's still gonna be a good one to end with. This one's super fun. All right, toolkit, color story. We know the drill by now. Uh-oh, here it is. I've been hiding underneath lately and really messing me up, making me scared they're not in there. Okay, here is the colors. You wouldn't think that that would have 96 colors. Man, I'm surprised by that. But wow, there they are. Nice. This one's not mine, if you've sensed the theme here, but still going to be a really fun one to look at. Red AB, a medium-ish blue AB, and a white AB. And then our fairy dust is purple, goldy yellow, pink, and then another like goldy. These ones are very, very similar. I would have to see them in the drill pack to figure out what makes them different. This is another really fun one, a classic movie and another like movie still. So I guess my mom has the same view I do of liking like the scenes from the movie diamond paintings. All right, here are the drills. Yeah, every single one has been really different, you know, really different to look at, which is kind of fun. There is, that's just regular white. There's some 310 in this kit. Let's see. There's that dark blue. I feel like it's going to be classic Snow White kind of color. Super, super cute. Here's a fairy dust off the top of my mind here. I can see lots of special drills in this one. They're going to be hard to find them all. There's a red one. That's an AB. So there's your difference right there. Red AB, darker, coarser, fairy dust, glimmer, little glint of glitter on top of that yellow drill there. There's a blue AB hiding in here. You probably can't even see that. And here is your white AB. Yeah, really good. A bunch of different ones in here, which is kind of fun because you'll know that those drills will be really sprinkled throughout the whole kit. All right, our last reveal. Are you guys ready? Patience, grasshopper, we're coming. All right, here we go. Oh, her dress is another one that I feel like is going to be really blinged out and really special. This one feels bigger to me for sure. Maybe it's just a length versus width type thing, but this one definitely feels a lot bigger. All right, here's the whole thing in frame. Ironically, I did not see this until I just, okay, I've seen the box 100 times, right? Look over here. It doesn't look like anything, but man, when you look at it, that looks like a face. That looks kind of creepy, like the witch is looking at you. I wonder if it looks like that when you put the drills on it. Okay, yeah, super, super cute. I love a good Snow White. Dopey's so adorable, and I think this one's super fun. I love that their house is the background, and it really does just look like a good movie still. So a fun one to end it on. Let's take a quick glimpse. Her dress, like I thought, has a ton of the specials in there. That's why you have those two different gold color ones that I was talking about. They are all in the bottom of her dress for sure. And then her sleeves, the cap of her sleeves has more AB in it as well. And then her bow has the red and stuff that we were seeing in there. So her outfit will be blinged out. I feel like to do a Disney princess justice, give them some special drills in their dress. That's all I'm asking for. Because even Dopey's hat has a purple special drill. So how Rapunzel didn't get a purple special drill, I will not know. But like I said, they don't pay me to, well, they don't pay me at all. Nobody pays me for my opinions. But I'm going to give them here because that's what I do. So yeah, super, super cute. Nonetheless, I love that his eyes have the ABs in them too. I love that. Love, love, love that. So what do you guys think of this last one? Was this a good one to end it on? 7 diamond paintings, friends. 7 diamond paintings. Let's take another good look at this. I'll move it from, this is one that's big enough. I feel like I'm going to bump my camera, but I cannot not see that face now. We'll go down here. A broom. That's cute. Little detail. Dopey looks so happy. So happy to be loved by Snow White. I think this one's fun. I haven't seen Snow White in I don't know how many years. I have not shown Snow White to my kids yet because my oldest daughter is super, super sensitive, and I feel like the scene of Snow White in the woods would give her nightmares probably. So we're holding off on this one for a while, but it's a cute one. I definitely need to start showing her some more of the classics because I feel like she has seen the like Rapunzel, she's seen Tangled and stuff like that, but I don't think she's seen many of the classic Disney movies. So maybe that's something we need to start working on with her. But I don't want to scar her. That one wood scene, like that scene in Snow White is scary, and she is a tender-hearted little girl. I feel like that one might scare her. So we'll have to ease into them and see how it goes. But I haven't seen this one in a while, so I don't know if I'm sure this probably is like a specific scene in the movie, but it's not coming to the top of my mind right now. I like the door background. You are going to have a good mix of color blocking and confetti in this one. The background's really color blocking heavy, but the intricacy of her dress is very Belle, where it's going to have a lot of the special drills and be a really fun confetti heavy piece to diamond paint. Dopey's is also going to be really fun, I think, to complete. So all right, there is my last kit. I'm going to get this one put away and we'll do a wrap up together. All right, guys, so there you have it. 7 beautiful diamond paintings. I did look and find my Treasure Quest cards for the 2 measly contributions to this video I provided, which is Rapunzel and Maximus, and then the Lady and the Tramp. These are both bronze cards. I'm pretty sure all of them were bronze cards, but that's okay. They're still beautiful. They're still fun. And a good example to show you guys of what I was talking about with these cards. You're not guaranteed, but you're usually going to get one of these in most diamond paintings that you get. Some licenses prevent you from getting the card, but Disney does not. So if you order a diamond painting from Disney, hopefully, fingers crossed, no guarantees, but hopefully you should have one in your kit as well. And you could get even a silver or a gold or a black card as well. So I did just realize that I have another Disney diamond painting that I did not show you guys, called Beyond the Grotto, but that would have been 3 Ariels, and I just totally realized it now that I have it. So I might have to accumulate some new and more Disney diamond paintings and do a second part of this one day down the line. But as for now, 7's pretty good to see, and I've got to get these back to my mom's closet anyways. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video and want to give it a thumbs up, you'd make my day. And you know what else would make my day? If you subscribe to my channel, because I am having so much fun making diamond painting videos, and I make all kinds of videos similar to this one. So check out my channel, and if you like what you see, stay and subscribe, and you can be part of the little corner of the internet I've got going over here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you in my next one. Bye.